Hey everybody, let's get in the second part of third day. We are ever here to talk on a reflective way. If you are talking everything is really reflective in that case, most of the thing will become really appreciating, and we are actually here to make your mentality really grounded. If we have that kind of grounded stability or that level of mentality in that case, no one can. I mustn't have to say this again and again because it will become really how monotonous, and then you feel really it's you come to say it's really tedious and phrasing, even it's a bog. In that case you will say it by saying it's ambiguous. So if we're not talking on ambiguous things or anything like that, we are over here to make a journey easier, and then we are over talking here about disciplines, your motivation and inspiration, so what we have to teach you what truths ahead. So if we can able to truths ahead, in that case we'll fail and we will start somewhere, and then we will feel like nothing is gaining we are in the life. So that's why you feel like it is better to die or anything like that. So we mustn't have to say these things again and again. If you have these kinds of thoughts are coming in your mind and these are within your mind, in that case just delete all these kinds of negative from your mind. Once you think about all these kinds of things, in that case somehow you can delete. But if you are not completely removing all these kinds of negativity from your mind or anything like that, in that case somewhat they will direct you towards, and they will impose you to take a negative like that kind of steps, and then that will even destroy, and that will be so your destructive point. What step for that will become a really destructive point or step for your life. So that's why always go through a calm and a positive mentality, and that will be always really helpful, and that has to be really assistanting, and all other things are actually assisting and aiding us towards positivity. So that's why we mustn't have to feel uh, we are only slumbering our precious time, like useless people, the people who are useless. Even we have to take those people and consider those people like positively. In that case, even in that case we can able to gain like how positive things, and we're actually working on it. And then what some people come to say that you are downing your precious times, and it won't buy. Even in that case you have to if you have somehow you have to suggest them and uh, recommend those people to move forward towards their positivity if you have time. Otherwise let them what live, man. Let them say just get less and go and work on your progress on your career. But that's it. If they also have mentality, or they have to maintain discipline in their life, even they have a lot of obstacles, or obligations in their life, somehow we have to maintain. So only in that case you will become a man. So otherwise you will always be a boy. So that's why it's not it will become, so we have to make our journey incredible. So if you are in in this kinds of journey or anything like that, in that case what do you have to do? Would you like to detach your journey from someone's life or anything? If you would like to detach, in that case you can able to detach. Otherwise just leave this all these things, and just focus on your what don't focus on these kinds of monotonous activities or anything like that. You are over here to thought all these kinds of activities towards positivity or anything like that. So that's why even like it's become your journey is really stale or anything like that. But we must have ultimate in taste or freshness. If you have this all these things in our life, only in that case we can able to get these things. Otherwise we will fail, and then we can't able. So that's why what we have to do in our life, we have to do that whether our journey is really how this is not uh, credible incredible, but we have to we need to make our life in that way we don't have to say anything wrong or anything like that. We are over here to hard work on on our patience or anything like that. So that's why we are over here. So sometimes we can even feel it's really tedious or anything like that, but we have to hard work, you know. So if you come to even you come to manifest or for all these kinds of things, but don't ever feel in that way, a lot of the things can be in this way, but what we have to do in our life, we have to hard work, you know. We have to be really diligent person. So once you become really tenacious or like how that kind of person, in that case you can gain all these things. Otherwise you'll fail, and that case what will feel really tedious, or we can't even able to transcend our journey, our passions towards positivity or something like that. So what do we have to do in that case? We have to we must have to be vibrant person. So if we can able to become that kind of vibrant person or anything like that, in that case we must have to think that we are in attack, and we always have to be. So that's our journey. So that is the purpose of life. So never ever feel like your journey is really ephemeral. Somewhat it can be, but you are actually somehow you're working for your progress, your what your motive, aim are all limited over here. So that's why we have to fulfill all these things in life. So that's why we are working over here. So never ever feel like that you aren't doing anything over here. So always feel that, but you have all these things are can be fathomable in life, but we don't we have to fathom all these things. Only in that case we can move forward and towards positivity. Otherwise we will fail, and then we can able to capsulate the meaning of life. So that's why I always feel that you are working on your progress or anything like that. And even sometimes people can be seen ahead of you like ruthless, reckless, or cruel, or really cunning, but just neglect and go ahead. So that will be really appreciating step ahead. So we have to focus on it. So if we come to ever that we have to do something really appreciating for our progress or anything like that, in that case that will be our turning point, and we will always be able to have all this in life. So sometimes you can even able to resonate all this into life, but you don't need to take a negative steps ahead. So if you can, if you somehow you feel like you're doing nothing in life, but what you have to do in your life, that you mustn't have to resonate anything ahead. So even sometimes you have to transmute yourself. If you are not able to transmute, in that case what you can able, and that's why your journey will it seems like it is filled with negativity or something like that. So that's why what you have to do in your life, in that case you have to manifest for your progress, or your that level of journey. So only in that case you can able to get that level of success. Otherwise just leave these people, man. No one will like to have yours, and nobody's even what everywhere are over here. So their journey, their work, their care, their love is really monotonous. So in that case, just neglect all these people and just be goal oriented, and that's it. So if you are goal oriented, in that case, you don't need to chase any person. Everyone will come to chase you, man, because you are the person who have that level of money, that level of reputation, prestige, harmony, or liberation in in the community, or you have you have done a really appreciating thing in life, so you are over here to start your empire. So that's why everybody will come to chase you. Even you don't like them even a little bit, you have no interest over them, but they will still chase. So that is the power of money, man. Always we have, if we are a man, in that case we have to focus, we have to chase money. If we have and we don't have to neglect our parents or anything like that. In that case we have the god in the form of mom and dad. So that's why they have a god. So second thing so this is the primary thing that I have mentioned over here. But the secondary thing, that is money, man. So if you have money, everything's everyone's is yours. Otherwise nobody is yours, and then they will come to betray you, and they will come to leave you uncertainly, and that's it the reason